How's it going, guys? Today we have another episode of the WHOIS podcast. We've got Boushra on today.
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. We'll just jump straight into it. Who is Boushra? What do you do? And that sort of thing.
So I do social media marketing, and I'm the creative director of a family business, basically, which we do custom branded packaging, food packaging, like normal, generic, social media printing as well.
Nice. And how did you kind of get into all that? Like, what was the kind of starting point from all those things?
So there's no starting point. I did personal training about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I stopped working for 8 months, and I needed a job. So I was like to my brother, can I start working with you?
Yeah.
So I walk in, and about 2 months in, I decided that we should do social media as well, because they have a lot of hospitality clients.
Right, okay.
So I thought, give them the full package. They get branded packaging, they get their printing, and then also do social media as well.
Yeah.
So I learned a little bit about it, and I just threw myself in.
Yeah.
And started pitching it to clients. Some took, some didn't.
Yeah.
The first few months were all over the place. So some people wanted to, but I didn't really know that much at the time.
Right, okay.
So I just really needed the experience.
Yeah.
But from that, I got better and better at sales.
Yeah.
So I got better at talking to people. I got better at like actually having a full plan.
Yeah, like pitching yourself to people and stuff like that.
Yeah, having a full plan as well that will work for them. So then they can actually see results.
Yeah.
Rather than just trusting me. Yeah.
So like, what does your brother do? Like, so what is it? And like, did he trust you initially to kind of like pitch that to clients? 'Cause obviously I know like maybe working with family might be one of those ones where they're like, I know my sister would probably be like,
No, he is the most like, if I pitch an idea to him, he's like, okay, do it.
Yeah.
Figure it out. If you can figure it out, do it.
Fair
Literally.
enough, yeah.
He just kind of like lets you do your thing.
Right.
If he trusts the fact that you can execute it.
Yeah, cool.
If I talk crap, then it's not going to happen. But
yeah, fair enough. And like, so you didn't go to like uni or anything for this. You kind of just said, right, okay, I'm going to pitch myself to clients and just go from there and kind of. So what are the sort of things that you're kind of learning as you first started? Like, what are the sort of challenges you faced like as you're starting out and that sort of thing?
So I went to uni to do law, which is like completely different. So I basically had to learn a lot about marketing and like sales and how to generate actual revenue from marketing. Yeah. Because that is what I wanted to focus on.
Right.
Because a lot of people focus just on content.
Yeah.
But for businesses, they don't really care that much about just the content going out because they think they can do it themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
They more want to actually see money increasing, which is fair enough. If they're paying you to do something,
that's
they want to see a return.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So the main challenges, I've had quite annoying clients. I've had a few ones that just don't trust the process.
Yeah.
And then I sometimes go in with like, how do I explain this? If I see a problem in their actual business, so if you bring in people from social media or from marketing, and then they come in and then they don't like something to do with the business, and the business doesn't change that, then there's not really any point of doing marketing in the first place. So that is one of the main challenges that I've had. I
feel like, I fully agree with the side of like, for example, obviously videography is very similar to what you said in the sense that, cool, we can make some amazing videos, yada, 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 but at the end of the day, if people aren't buying or if it's not converting to revenue, it's hard to justify a client being like, okay, I'm going to spend £1,000 with you or me or yada, 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 to be like, we're going to pay this to then still not get any sales. It's like, well, why would I do that? Do you know what I mean? So I'm fully with you on that side. Like, I think we're kind of moving away from a case of like content only, because I think if you're someone who's like an agency owner or even just like a solo like entrepreneur and you just do content and nothing else, harder to pitch your stuff. And even like you said at the beginning, that you want to provide a full package more than just like, oh, like we just do content or just do, even if content is one of those things, I think it's good to offer a wide range of things that way. So okay, like there's more, you're less replaceable as well. I feel like if like I say, okay, like how many content creators exist, how many like purely videographers exist, but it's hard to find someone who does the whole lot.
Because there's a lot, there's so many, especially Glasgow. It's such a saturated market. Literally. Like there's so many people that do content, and there's so many agencies that just do marketing and pitch that they help generate sales, but then when you speak to a lot of their clients,
it's like
they've not really seen much from it.
And it's like, or
they're very much, the client is taking over and taking control of like their strategy and of what content is being put out.
Okay, so as in like the client is doing more work, is doing the work that they're kind of paying for in the first place. I've noticed that a lot. Like I was speaking to a friend, I'm not gonna get into any names or anything like that, but basically the company that he works for, like they've got an agency, right? But at the same time, he's basically doing a lot of the stuff that they're paying the agency to do. And I was kind of asking him, I was like, does not make sense for you guys to then maybe find another agency then, because at the end of the day, if they're doing all the stuff that you're paying them to do, then why have them there in the first place? Or even like, I remember I was actually trying to do social media marketing similar to yourself a while ago, and one of the clients that we're pitching to, he was basically saying that like they want to get rid of the agency because they just don't feel like those guys are really doing what it is that they're paying them to do, and they're having to take on a lot of the work that they are trying to pay them for in the first place anyway. So it's kind of like, it was interesting to see. You said you're a PT, so what made you move away from being a PT? Because I imagine that, especially in Glasgow, that seems to be a pretty successful route to go down.
Well, I did PTing / online coaching, and it did well. I just got quite bored of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, I love the exercise space, but it's just, I got quite bored.
Really, yeah.
I just feel like there's a stopping point to it.
Right, okay.
Like, you can't really, you can progress to a certain limit.
Yeah.
But then it just stays there.
Almost,
It just plateaus and stays there for a very long time.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So I just had to get away from that.
There, yeah. I feel like that's an interesting take, because I feel like a lot of people I've spoken to have said that it's almost like the opposite. But it's interesting to hear. What do you think were the things that kind of like were the limiting factors, I guess, if you will, like in the PT space that you saw?
Firstly, you can't really get employees,
right,
if you think about it, because if somebody's going to you for you to do a transformation, they're going to you, like they just want you.
Yeah.
So then it's kind of like hairdressing, in my opinion. It's jobs that people are going to you specifically for.
Right.
So you can never employ people to work on behalf of you, because people are paying for you. That's what I mean.
Unless you clone yourself, you're not going to be able to.
So you've marketed yourself as being, I don't know, the best person to like lose weight or to gain muscle, whatever. They're going to you for that. They're not going to want to go to your employee if you hire somebody. So that's what I mean. I feel like you can't scale it.
Right, okay. Well,
maybe some people can, but I just...
You just couldn't really see your way out of that
I couldn't really see how I could scale it and not be so involved.
Yeah.
Because I don't always want to be involved for like in the longer...
Right, okay. You want to be able to take a step back almost and be like, right, okay, that's me.
And do something else,
What sort of... So, I'm guessing the marketing side then, like, you said you're a creative director as well, so like, how does that all kind of tie into... Do you feel like it ties in together, or is it kind of still two separate things? Because I've got a friend who's a creative director, but what his stuff is not necessarily really marketing related per se, that sort of thing. So
no, there's a... Right now, because I don't really have any employees for the social media side, so we have them for the packaging side, but the social media side, so I'm doing a lot of the work.
Right, okay.
So like, I do a lot of admin and I do a lot of the small things. So like, I do a lot of printing orders. I have to actually invoice clients myself. I have to do all the small stuff. So I feel like right now they are quite separate.
Right.
I would like them to
like
be together, I would rather focus on the creative direction of the business than on clients.
Right.
I'd still be involved, but I like the strategy side. I'm not the best filmer. I'm not the best editing person. I'm literally not the best at all this. I'm okay. It's okay. It works. But I would rather focus on the strategy and the way we're going to go about getting them sales.
Right.
And like how we're going to speak to their target audience, basically.
Yeah.
I prefer that part.
I feel like there's two types of people. Like, I feel like some people really enjoy, like you said, the strategy side of things. But I feel like I'm the type who actually enjoys being on the ground and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I like strategy and stuff, but I feel like for me, like, I like actioning the strategy. Like, I like, so like if someone comes to me and says, okay, this is a strategy we want, and I'll be like, right, okay, let's go out and do this. We need to do that. We need to go do this. Like, I'll be the one like, okay, like, let's orchestrate all these things together so that the strategy can work. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, I think I'm yet to meet someone who likes both as much as each other. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
I like to be on the ground as well, but I don't like to do all the extra.
Oh, the little bells and whistles.
Like, I don't want to be filming. I don't want to be editing. That's not my thing. Yeah, it's just not my thing. Like, sometimes it's fun, but it's really time consuming, and it just takes up half your time. I would rather be telling people what to do. Yeah. And like planning the whole thing, and then
like looking at the bigger picture, saying, okay, like from now till then we want to do da. So how do we do that?
I feel like I could be more efficient that way, and get more done.
Yeah. That's interesting you said that, because obviously you make content as well. Like, so do you feel like the content has kind of made you feel that way as well? Like like not wanting to shoot and edit, that sort of thing? Or is it kind of actually because you do that, you then don't want to then do that in other places, if that makes sense?
Yeah, because I'm doing it for clients, I don't even make content for myself anymore. Like, I've not done it in months just because I cannot be bothered editing. And then to add on my own. Because like editing my own videos, that's fun. I don't mind doing that because it's like personal. But when you're doing a lot, like in bulk for a client, that's what takes out the passion from the editing, because I used to really like it, and then it just started slowly going downhill.
I think I can resonate with that a lot. I feel like as a videographer, don't get me wrong, like I love what I do, and like I wouldn't change it for the world. But there is an element of like where it's like it stops being like creatively fulfilling sometimes, because it's like, well, you're doing it for the people, so you're not even necessarily doing it for yourself. Like you're let's say someone comes to you, say like, I need this done, the shot and edits and that. It's like, yeah, cool, but I didn't really put any of like my what you call it, my
input.
Yeah. I didn't put any of my input in this. I'm just actioning what you guys want, which is nothing wrong with that. But you can then see when you keep doing that, like you said, you get to a point where you're like, oh, like it's just another day of just actioning someone else's work. Do you know what I mean? So I'm fully with you there. And I feel like, so what's kind of the future? Like, what sort of stuff do you said obviously like you want to take a step back. Let's say in the case of like the social media stuff, like you have a team of employees and then maybe they go action the stuff for you. Is that kind of the direction you want to do in the future? Like let's say like next 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah, no, 100%. I want to build a team, and I'll still be there, and I'll still be putting my input and my ideas in, but I just don't want to be that involved.
Yeah.
The only thing is like my relationship with my clients is very good, so a lot of people work with me because we have good relationships.
Right. Okay.
So like that's how I build any client relationship. I just make sure it's like solid, that we're friends, but obviously there's still like a boundary there. Yeah. So then they're more comfortable. We can talk about everything. We can talk about their business, life, everything. So that is going to probably be the only challenge when you get a team. Because not everybody will be like that, so I just need to find the perfect people that can do that. Fair. Basically, what
would you say like is like your criteria? Well, not criteria, but like what sort of characteristics would you want in like people that you'd be working with? Like, let's say your employees and stuff like that. Like, what are the sort of like non-negotiables, I guess, for you? That sort of thing.
Self-motivated. Yeah. Ambitious. Good at talking. You don't need to be overly confident. Yeah. You don't need to be like a extrovert, because sometimes extroverts are too much. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Sometimes an introvert is much better to work with, because they can be confident in spaces where they need to be confident. Yeah. And they also don't overcompensate by talking. Yeah, like they don't take up the room. So introverted, extrovert, we'll say in the middle. That's a good trait. Somebody who likes to learn, so like learn as you go. Will read books by themselves, like listen to podcasts. It's constantly learning. Good at sales as well, but sales can be taught. Yeah. You kind of need to be good at selling yourself and selling like what you're doing. If you're an entrepreneur, it's almost a non-negotiable. Like you can't like, you're gonna need to pitch yourself. You're gonna need to, at the end of the day, that's how you make money. If you go to someone and say, okay, like this is what I do, this is how I can help you. If you're not being willing to do that, you're gonna struggle. Do you know what I mean? No, of course.
You seem to be quite entrepreneurial. Like, is there anything like even family or even just like, have you just kind of taken this step one day to be like, okay, like I kind of want to dive a bit more into that side of things?
I would say my brother. Yeah. Like since I was younger, we used to always just have conversations about books, and like a lot of the books I've read are from him. Oh, okay. Before I even started working with him. Yeah. And then he used to always say that I'm always going to work for him, right? And since I was younger, he used to always say it. Like, he was like, I don't know why you're doing a law degree. Like, you're going to work for me one day. I was like, okay. One day, yeah. It's not going to happen. And then 2 years after that, I was like, okay, I'm working with you. This is not really for you. You need to remember this. But I think he's a big factor. My parents are very academic. Yeah. So it's not from them, because they're very, very academic. Yeah. Like, my dad was a lecturer, my mum's a primary school teacher. So right, okay, yeah. Straight to the books for them, yeah. Straight to the books. But yeah, it just came from reading podcasts. I don't know what else, to be honest. Just kind of, just influences around you, including your brother and that sort of thing. It's interesting that, because I feel like for me, so my parents are the same as yours. Like, they're very much like straight academics. Like, anything that's not like anything that's not in the academic side of they're just not interested. Like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Or your parents like that? See, when you told them you're doing social media and stuff, were they like that as well? They still are. Yeah. My dad keeps telling me to go get an internship. He's told me like 100 times to like go into a law firm and hand in my CV, because that just works. So, like, but just walk in, you get a job. You get a job. He was like, you can. I don't know, you can do filing stuff and you can just be a receptionist at the moment. I was like, I don't want to do that. Like, that's not for me. Yeah. Still doesn't understand, but he's like that with all of us. So my sister is an artist. She just paints. Oh, yeah. So she gets the same thing. She went to uni, did engineering, and she gets the exact same thing from him. Where it's like, this is not really a job. In their heads, one day they'll see it though. It's
It
just
comes
like
with time,
proving them
yeah.
wrong.
It comes with time, I feel like, because end of the day, like some of these things that we're doing, like they didn't really exist when they were like amidst our age. Like for example, like you're supposed to be an artist. Like I'm sure maybe there are more artists, like obviously in their time at the same time, but at the same time it's like you would have to be in the right place at the right time to even be noticed as an artist. Whereas nowadays with social media and all this sort of stuff, like you can be noticed anywhere. Do you know what I mean? So it's like the world's kind of your oyster compared to then. So you can explain all you want, but I think once you get to a certain point, your parents have to just be like, you know what, okay, like if you're making money, you'll be able to put a roof over your head. Like I think my dad got to a certain point where he was like, look, he's doing his thing, he can make it a full-time thing, a videography, la da 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 da. As long as he's able to enjoy his life and all that sort of stuff, it is what it is. Because I think the main thing for them, I guess, is just like having stability, and I guess to them, stability is in doing a law degree or doing a cyber degree like I did, and so on and so forth. So for them, it's kind of like those are the only avenues for now. But obviously, with time, they'll be like, you know what, okay, fair enough. Like you're doing what you want to do.
Hopefully, I feel like they will get it one day.
Yeah. It takes a bit of, because even my sister, like I remember she was trying to do something. I can't remember what it was, but I remember they really ripped into it. They said, yeah, if you're gonna do that, yeah, we're just not interested in entertaining that or whatsoever. So even when I was leaving to come to Glasgow for uni, right, I hadn't told them like I was doing the photography, videography stuff per se. They knew I was doing it for fun, but like they didn't really know I was doing it for money. So see, when I told them that I'm gonna try and like leave my job to then do videography and stuff full time, they were like, yeah, you're smoking crack. I don't know what you're thinking that you're gonna do that. And I'll be honest, they were kind of right, because the first few months were a bit shaky for me. I'll be honest, doing it full time, that was a bit sketchy for me. But
no, but of course, but I feel like the struggle is important. Without the struggle, there is no real foundation to any business or passion or anything, because life is not meant to be easy. Yeah. Like working and building a business is not meant to be easy. Yeah. As much as people like to say that like there's balance and you can enjoy the first few months and all that stuff, there's no such thing. There's actually no such thing.
And did you feel like you've struggled much in your journey, like so far?
Yeah. No, it's been up and down.
Yeah.
It goes up and down. There's good points and there's bad points. This year I was finishing my degree, so I had to take a step back in March. Yeah. March/April to like finish my exams and finish my dissertation. Yeah. So that took a toll on the business because I had to take a step back. I couldn't pitch myself to any new clients. I had to just basically put things on pause until after. And my brother was really stressed and he was constantly stressing me out. But like I was like, I need to finish this degree. Like I've been here, I've been doing it for 5 years because I've sat a year. So I was like, I need to get this done. I can't be doing this any longer. Yeah. Like I'm just wasting time. And I was like, people will come after that point. So that was a really just like, it wasn't a hard point because I was just focusing on uni. Yeah. But just after that, I trust in the universe, trust in God, right? The fact is that as soon as I finished, more clients came in. Yeah. Literally the first week back of me working, people were messaging me, and like clients we already had were calling me like, oh, can we have a meeting, can we talk through everything? Yeah. And I was just like, this is what the thing is. I just had to finish this and then
go full time with everything.
I can be full time, because I was full time, but I still had to go to uni once a week.
Yeah, and still do other stuff in
and
uni
still do
well,
essays and like do all that, but I was full time working, so I was just all over the place.
Especially the law degree, I can't imagine that was easy, because anyone I know who does a law degree says it's an absolute nightmare.
No, it was a nightmare. Yeah, like it was.
But you made it to the end, so here we are. What uni did you go to?
Aberdeen.
Oh, wait, so did you have to travel as well to Aberdeen?
So I moved back in third year.
Right. Okay.
I lived in Aberdeen for 3 years, 4 years. 3 years, and then I moved back because I was getting bored, and all my family are here, all my friends are here, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Like fair. I'm just bored, I'm depressed. It's like there's nothing to do. It's not what you're used to. It's not your environment. Yeah. I enjoyed it the first 3 years, and then it just got to a point where I was like, I need out of here.
It must have been surely a bit after COVID, no? At that point, if it was like 3 years in, you said.
Yeah. So the first year I moved was the first year of COVID. Yeah. But I enjoyed that because it was just silent, and it was like Aberdeen has a beach and it's beautiful, and you can like go for walks, and like it's very safe, so you can go for walks at like 5 a.m. and you're safe, you're good. Whereas Glasgow, you can never do that. But
you know, I used to do that. Like, see, when I first came to Glasgow, I think what was that, like first year? Just because it's the first time I had freedom since I was like you're a child or whatever, innit? So I was literally like waking up at like 1 a.m. and just being, I'm just going for a walk.
At 1?
Yeah, and literally like city centre as well and everything. Me, I'm a 17, 18-year-old like naive little kid thinking, yo, I can just walk at 1 a.m.
In the city centre in town,
I would
walking
never
at
catch
1 a.m.
me 5 years later. You would never catch me doing that. I'll tell you that now.
No,
You would
no,
never
no,
catch me
no,
doing
no,
that.
no.
But
I get scared walking at like 10.
yeah. No, honestly, there's been times where it's been like literally like 7, 8 p.m. and I'm seeing maddest things, and I'm thinking, right, cool, so I should go.
Yeah, no,
It's time to it's time to go home. It's time to go home.
You can't be outside.
Have you been in town at like 5 a.m. sorry to come? At like 5 a.m. I used to work at the casino.
Oh no, 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
Nah.
Oh no, that's just like not nice
It's
hours.
not even, you don't even feel like you're on Earth at that point.
You're seeing things like not even of this world.
Donkeys have superpowers. At that time.
Oh my god, no.
You know what the worst place is? Four Corners.
Oh
Four
no,
Corners?
Four Corners or Union Street.
Yeah.
See, Union Street.
Those two
the
places.
other day, I was out for dinner with my sister, and we went home at like 11. So I was gonna get the bus because the taxi was like 20 quid, right? I was like, I'm not doing this today. I've just paid for dinner. Like, that's not happening, right? So I'm on Union Street, and it's just chaos, like screaming, junkies like pushing each other. Like, I literally was just looking at them like
what's going on here? Like
pushing each other in front of buses. That's happened before, and that. Like,
yeah, I've seen
on
that. Yeah,
Union
yeah.
Street.
And once I was on a bus, right? I think it was Union Street as well, and these two junkies just start fighting on the street, and I'm talking like proper throwing hands, and then the bus and there's like 4 other cars, and we're just stood there, just like we have to just wait until this finishes, because then if we try and jump in, they're gonna start punching us up. So let's just all stay on the bus.
They do. They just stop.
So let's just all stay on the bus and just watch it unfold. But they're all drunk and that. So 5 minutes later, they're back on the wire payment and that. But I was just thinking, yeah, Glasgow, man.
No, Glasgow.
Do you see yourself staying in Glasgow? Like, is that
No?
no?
No chance.
It's something I always ask guests, because I'm like, I seem like a lot of guests don't want to be in Glasgow anymore.
No,
not
I don't
anymore. But
hate it.
Hmm.
I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's in the middle. Like, there's some love to it.
Yeah.
Compared to like, I wouldn't live in England.
Right,
It's just
okay.
not my thing.
It's not
The
just-
people
yeah.
are not. Just the people are very different. So when you
Yeah.
go to like, if I go to London, for example, and I come back here, I just feel like I'm at peace when I'm here.
Right.
But I wouldn't live here long term.
Right. Okay.
It's just not
Not your
sustainable.
cup of tea.
Number one, it's
Yeah.
just getting more expensive, and taxes are going up, and what else? It's just getting harder. It's getting harder to do everything. It's getting harder to buy a house here. It's getting harder to basically make a proper life.
Yeah. For
The only
yourself,
thing
yeah.
it's good for is if you have kids, it's free education. That's probably the only good
Yeah,
thing.
I think that's without that a lot of us would be in a bad place. But
Mm.
and yeah, so you're not from here originally, are you? You're
No,
Algerian,
no.
is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Algerian.
Do you go back often, or is that somewhere you'd even see yourself, like maybe setting up shop there, for example, at all? Or,
I don't know if I'd live there.
yeah.
I love it, but I would go a few times a year. I don't know if I'd live there. Yeah, we used to go back every single year.
Yeah.
Until COVID, and then I went back maybe 2024. 2024 was 2023 and 2024. I went back twice.
Yeah.
Because my brother got married, so
Honest.
we went back for that. I don't know if I'd live there long term. The economy's not the best.
It's not now.
Lots of resources, but the economy's not that good.
Is it a case of like, because I know there's a lot of African countries, the problem is not necessarily like the economy, but just like the actual politicians in those places. Is it the same case as that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically run by the military.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Since the French Revolution, it turned into the military running the country.
Right. Okay.
So if the military doesn't like a president, the president's not in.
Yeah, they're just gone, basically. Yeah.
So there's a lot of like dodgy things happening behind the curtains. Don't want to talk about it too much.
No,
'cause
no,
you never know. But,
it's not.
yeah, so I don't know if I would. I would go back and forth because it's cheap to live there.
Right,
It's
okay.
not cheap to fly there. You know, from Glasgow to Algeria, it's like you can't get a direct flight, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, the cheapest flight is probably like £400, £500.
£500.
And you can get a £50 flight to Morocco. Do you know how angry that makes me?
And funny enough, I've literally been to Morocco twice, and both times the ticket was like less than £100.
Yeah.
So to think that you're not even going that much further,
You're going right next to it.
I'm saying like £500.
But
Even
it's just-
Egypt. Oh, sorry.
They don't. It's like the country's quite difficult. They don't want to let tourists in, so then you need to get a visa. So then
Right,
they
okay.
charge more for air traffic, and then it's
Right,
like
yeah, it ends up costing you more than it really should, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
yeah.
Where would you see yourself then? Is there any place that kind of sticks out to you that you like, kind of tickles your fancy?
I like Italy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love Italy. I think I would live there for a while. I wouldn't live there forever. I would do like a few years there,
Extension.
and then somewhere in the Middle East, probably like Qatar.
Yeah.
Or Kuwait. Not Dubai is just not my thing.
I'm surprised not Dubai, no.
Nah, I think it's too westernized now.
Ah, okay, you wanted something a bit more like in the traditional side of things.
Yeah, as if I'm moving to an Arab country, I'm moving to an Arab country. Like, I
Right,
don't want to
right.
move to a westernized
Look
Arab
like
country.
UK that looks different, or like
Yeah.
US that looks different.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So yeah, because I'm not actually don't know too much about like Kuwait specifically as well. Like, have you been there before?
No.
No?
I would go there first. I need to go, like, see the
give it a
vibes.
taste, yeah.
But Qatar looks good as well. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's the
that looks
same
really
thing,
good,
but
yeah.
it's like, it's not the same thing, but like it's similar vibes,
Mm.
but it's a bit different.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, it's not as populated with
Yeah,
new
like
people.
yeah. I think that's the thing with Dubai. Like, I think it seems like from what I've spoken to people who've been and who stay there and stuff, like it's good for like expats and stuff. But then see if you actually want something a bit more traditional, a bit more like closer to what I guess what Arab culture would be or Middle Eastern culture would be, you're better off going to a place like Doha and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Like Dubai is definitely a bit more like the like same with like Bali as well. I've heard people say like Bali, like, and if you're in Bali specifically, it's great. But then see if you want to actually like the traditional experience, you're better off going outside, like outside areas and that sort of thing. So it seems like that sort of vibe.
Would you live abroad?
Yeah, actually, well, I feel like every time literally every podcast episode, someone asks me about moving. But I want to go to LA. Well, I wanted to go to LA until recent times with all the stuff that's going on over there.
What's going on?
It's just too much, man. Like, I think ever since the Trump presidency, well, let me not say too much because obviously I'll get banned from even going there. But ever since that side of things started happening, it's just been a bit. It's just not. I don't think it's a good place to be right now. I'll be honest, for anyone, regardless of who you are, regardless of what you're trying to do. So, I think until that dies down, until whatever happens with that, I think Dubai, actually, Middle East, funny enough, might actually be my next move as well. Not obviously you didn't say Dubai, but kind of like that region of the world.
Yeah.
I just feel like I just want to try something different.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've spent pretty much my whole life in Scotland, so having come from places like Australia and South Africa and Malawi, I want to go back a bit more to those things as opposed to like being somewhere like more Western, like here and so on and so forth.
No, I get you. I'm the same.
Just see something different.
It's just like Glasgow's good, but I feel like there's a stopping point.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've hit that ceiling actually?
Oh no, not yet.
No,
not yet. I'll get sick of it. I'm not sick of it, but I'm like,
you can see yourself at one point.
I just don't think that like building a life here, like a full life, like starting it is good.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you're further along, it's better to move. It's just better for a lot of things. It's like better for money. It's better for sun. I feel like I need some sun. Like, I can't
I've been saying this, man.
The rain.
Nah. Like the other day, it was like absolutely like chucking it. And I was looking outside thinking, there's no way I'm gonna have to stay here for another few years because this is crazy. Like,
and then you need to leave. You need to actually go outside. Like,
just saying, like you got
to do
errands to
something.
do, work to do, and it's like grey and like nah. I think genuinely like if the UK was sunnier, I genuinely think people would be 10 times happier.
Yeah, 100%.
I think like even I'd be more inclined to stay here for a bit longer than I do want to. Do you know what I mean? So
I think the sun is the main reason why I want to move.
Yeah.
Because it just changes your mood. See, when you're on holiday and like it's sunny every day, you wake up, the sun's there. Or
Just
even
feel
when it's
different.
sunny here.
Yeah, even here, yeah.
See, even that month we had of sun like every single
the
day.
2 weeks that we had, yeah.
It was like a month, no?
it didn't feel like a
Maybe
month.
I'm
I'm not gonna lie. It
exaggerating.
didn't feel like a month. Maybe it was.
It was a month.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a month because I just remember weeks on weeks of like sun. Maybe I'm
It was.
dreaming.
Nah,
or
too fair.
It
It did.
was 2 solid straight weeks.
was
2
it
weeks.
not
No,
like
it wasn't a month. No way.
it was
I
a
don't
month?
remember thinking, was it a month?
It was
felt
a
like
month.
It didn't. It didn't feel like it was that long. To be
No, it
honest.
was a month. It was
Well,
a month.
apparently, fingers crossed, we've got that this
It was
weekend.
a month
Apparently,
in our
our minds.
Mentally,
Mentally, it was a month.
To have 2 weeks.
Yeah, but it would rain like one day and then it was sunny the rest. So it was still sunny.
I don't know. I don't know.
I would say this, it was sunny for like, it was like clear skies.
Guys, I got a tan. How did I get a tan in 2 weeks? That's not going to happen. Okay, maybe it would happen, but I got a tan from walking about.
Yeah, tan in like
For a
15
month?
minutes if you go
Just
to
standing
the
outside
places.
for 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm saying Glasgow sun. No, it was
The
it was
back
a
of the
month.
heat bus.
It was a month.
I feel like if it was a month, it would have made headlines. What month was it then?
Was
It's
it
like
not like
May or
end of
something.
May? It was a month, right? This is how I know, because I just moved out on the 15th of May. It was sunny the week before that, and it was sunny 2 weeks after. So 3 weeks.
I'm not sure that's how it works, but
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's the logic. Because it was sunny the week before I moved, and then during the first 2 weeks of me moving, it was really sunny. The sun goes right onto my living room. That's how I know.
Okay, fair. That's pretty good to be fair, actually.
She's got a sundial.
Yeah, I've got the sun.
Compass and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Do you travel abroad often then? So you said you like the idea of Italy.
I've not travelled in a while, sadly.
No.
Last year I didn't travel as much as usual. The year before that I was on holiday all summer.
Oh,
Like I was literally away from. I went away in March and then I went away in July till basically mid-September.
Was that just one spot, or was that like a few different spots?
Oh no, it was different. So I went on a few different holidays with different friends.
Oh,
my
man,
sister
okay,
as well.
Nice.
So I was in Spain. I went to 2 places in Spain, then met my sister, my friend.
Yeah.
And we got the boat to Morocco.
Oh, mad, okay.
And
I'm guessing from like what, Marbella, Malaga kind of bit to Morocco,
no,
right?
it was. They met me in Seville, and then we got the train to the boat, which was in like Cadiz or something.
Right, okay.
It takes an hour and 40 minutes to get to Tangier.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay, that's so much quicker than I thought it'd be.
40. It was like 40 euros as well. It was so good.
A flight must be even faster then, because I would have thought a flight would have been about an hour.
No, a flight is an hour, but we wanted to try the boat because like why not?
Just
like,
see what the
it's a new
what the vibe
experience. It's nice. We almost missed it actually, but because like North Africans are late people, the boat was actually late as well. So we were late. We were really late.
Yeah. How late are we talking?
We were like 30 minutes late.
I think one of the things that like people were asking me is that they wanted to hear from the opinion of more women on the podcast. So, how do you feel like your experience as a woman has shaped your entrepreneur journey at all, or your business journey at all, or that sort of thing?
Yeah, no, I feel like as a woman, you're naturally better at talking and selling yourself.
Okay.
And you have a softer way of speaking, so then when you're going into a meeting, people relax a bit more with you.
Okay.
Whereas sometimes if a man is selling, it just comes off as a harsh sell.
Yeah.
Like it just comes off as like you're selling straight away, and someone could just say no within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas as a woman, they'll sit with you, they'll have a full conversation, and then they'll either think about it or they'll tell you their decision.
Yeah.
By like after 30 minutes.
Yeah.
A bad thing about being a woman in business is a lot of people think you're too young and naive and unexperienced.
Right. Okay.
I've heard people say it, and my whole thing about that is if you're young, you need the experience. Just let people get the experience.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just say they're young, they don't know anything yet. Of course, how are they going to know anything if they don't build that
nurture
up?
that, yeah.
But I feel like men are taken a little bit more seriously.
Yeah.
Which is what I've realised. But
I feel like I see that quite often. Like even like coming from a bit of like a more traditional African family, like the unfortunate reality is I feel like they're not, like you said, women are not taken very seriously in a lot of different, and especially when it comes to the business side of things. Like, for example, I think like the amount of times I see people talking about like business deals or something like that, like they're meant to be like, oh, the men would go to one room and start chatting business deals, but it's like, well, the men would be chatting about business deals that the women have advised them on. So it's like, surely if any, the women should be in the room to talk about these things anyway. Just like that's like, imagine let's say like your husband is, you're telling your husband what to tell in the meeting. It doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? Surely you should be the one in the meeting telling people. But unfortunately, if they go in the meeting, they're gonna look and be like, oh, she's a woman, so it doesn't matter. We're not really interested in what she has to say.
But I would say that a lot of people do take you seriously. It just depends on, it has really just been, I need to learn exactly what to say, so then people take me seriously.
Right, okay.
One thing that's good is if you make mistakes, you're not really like held to it.
Oh, is it not? No.
That deeply, which I feel like if a man makes a mistake, you're held a little bit more accountable. But I've made so many mistakes, like stupid mistakes, and I feel like they let them slide a little bit easier.
Fair.
So
Just
if that's a benefit, then it is.
Fair enough. No, fair enough. Yeah, I think to be fair, I think again, coming back to my upbringing, like there was a lot of things that were expected of you as a guy that like, if you fall short of those things, you're definitely gonna hear it from people. That's for sure. Like whether it be your father, your uncles, your whatever, they'll be advising you like, oh, why did you do that? Why did you not say that? Why did you not do that? Do you know what I mean? So I totally hear that in that sense. I think you've got a lot of siblings as well. Do you feel like it's the same kind of way with your sisters as well in that sense, like where they maybe have similar experiences in that aspect, like in terms of like they get away with stuff, for example, potentially, or that sort of thing, or even like so my sister Amal, we always have the same conversation about how we can get away with anything, but it's because we've always been like that. We just kind of like let things slide. If you've got a privilege, just use the privilege, because like a lot of people
will not use being an attractive girl as a privilege. I think use it. Why not?
Yeah.
You need to use it.
I guess if it's
If you don't use it, you're just wasting potential.
fair enough.
You know?
I do it. I feel like there's this one book I read. You might have actually known about it. It's called, what's it called? Unfair Advantage or something like that. I think something.
Not read it, no.
It basically talks about like how everyone has an unfair advantage, regardless of who you are. For the most people, for the most part, everyone's gonna have an unfair advantage. So you might as well, like you said, use that to the best of your ability. I guess if you're in that sort of sense. So, like, what other unfair advantages that you feel like you'd have? I guess if you're, are there any things that you feel like you've kind of, whether it be luck or whether it be even just like things that you've kind of feel like have helped you elevate in terms of your business and like being an entrepreneur and stuff?
I'm quite good at learning, like quickly. So like I can have a conversation and pick up on things, and then if I read deeper into that subject, I can either wing talking about it to know a lot, or actually have learnt a lot from it.
Yeah, from like,
so there's been random things. See, doing a law degree as well, that has helped me pick up on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Which I really didn't think I was going to use it.
Do you not think
like at all? But I do use it a lot, like random things like reading legislation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what else could be an unfair advantage.
I mean,
no
even
idea.
Anymore, just
I don't know. No idea.
Fair enough. I feel like I resonate with the learning fast thing. I feel like I'm definitely someone who, like, if you throw me in the deep end, I'm gonna learn. Like, there's very few things genuinely, like, especially because me and Sinai started DJing recently. I don't know there's like actually that many things you could throw at me that I feel like I wouldn't be able to learn. I'll be honest. The more I do different things that I've never done before, the more I'm like, you know what?
You can
what's
do
to stop
anything.
me? Yeah, literally. Like, what's to stop me from waking up and deciding I want to go play tennis, like as an athlete? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna do that, but let's just say I want to turn it.
One day.
For sure. So let's say someone's watching this, right, and they see what you're doing and they kind of want to like walk in your footsteps. What sort of things would you advise them? Like, what's the one piece of advice that you kind of would give anyone just trying to get even social media or like marketing, like traditional marketing, that sort of thing?
I would say build up yourself, build up your character and your knowledge, read loads of books, and just start learning how to pitch yourself in general. Like, even if you're just having a conversation with your friend, practice how to pitch. Because that is your biggest asset. See, all the skills and all that extra stuff, you can learn that as you go. But pitching yourself is your biggest asset. You need to learn how to sell yourself. That is the big thing. Sales is the most important thing, regardless of what people tell you. Because most people think I need to know everything about everything before I start something. I think just learn how to sell and start.
The rest will come from there. I think, and I feel like that's one thing I struggle with a lot, actually. That whole sales side of things, because I think for the longest time I was kind of just like, it wasn't that I was afraid to pitch myself, but for example, pricing for me was very much a big like, we don't talk about, but it's like the elephant in the room. Do you feel that's something you've experienced as well? Like, for example, like, let's say a client says, okay, I want to sign up to maybe say a package that you've got, right? Did you feel that there was a bit of resistance when you were talking about that, or was it pretty straightforward for you to be able to say, okay, like, that's how much it costs?
So I always ask people's budget. It's like one of the first things I do. Like, first meeting I have, I ask their budget, just because like I don't want to. I can either work around it, because I work with a lot of small businesses. So I can understand where their money is going. So I always ask what their budget is. If I can work around it, I'll work around it. And then it could increase in the future. If I'm increasing the sales. If it's not. But I always just jump into the money straight away. Like, always ask what their budget is straight away.
Do you feel like?
Because then you know.
Do you feel like you've what's it called? Maybe fallen short of some potential big projects? Because I remember like one guy, he told me when I actually first started doing this sort of thing to be like, ask for the budget, but at the same time try and get it out without asking, or try and figure it out without asking. Because it's like, if you say to them what's your budget, sometimes people try to lowball you or try and be like, oh, it's this, when it's actually much higher. The same way that, like, if you get for like a job application and you say what's the salary, they'll ask you what salary you want, when in theory they could actually be paying you a bit more than that sort of thing. Is that something that you feel like you maybe had in the past, or do their budgets typically align with what you would do anyway in general?
Not always. Sometimes it doesn't align with what I would do. Sometimes it goes below that. But a lot of the time, there's times I'll just go with the price. So even if their budget is lower, I'll go higher, just depending on what the business is.
Yeah.
And especially if it's like a bigger business, like a
Right,
franchise or like a chain, I'm like, you have a higher budget than this.
Yeah.
Do not tell me you have the same budget as a small
As like a mom
takeaway
and pop,
around the corner. Like, you cannot
not
tell me
gonna-
you have
yeah.
the same budget as them. So I try to gauge it off of that.
Yeah.
So they can tell me a price and I'm like,
You
is
would also do it in your
that
head to be
really how much you have? Well, can I really work with that for
Yeah.
what you actually want? Because sometimes people want way more than they're paying for.
Yeah. I think I've noticed that a lot. Like, I think I've tried to be like, okay, like, if you guys want this, then you can have that, but then that's also an add-on. This is also an add-on. This is also an add-on.
Mm-hmm.
That way they know that, like, okay, if we're hiring him, we're hiring from this,
Mm-hmm.
and anything outside of this needs to be extra payment or extra time for it, and so on and so forth. That sort of thing. So, I'm totally with you on that. But I think that'll be a good place to wrap up with. I think we've talked about a lot of different things. So
Yeah,
it'd be good to
I've
kinda
enjoyed.
just-
Thank
yeah.
you.
No, it's
Thank you
all
for
good.
having me.
It's all good. And yeah, well, guys, we'll catch you in the next one. All the best.
Bye bye.